Okay, Conor. So first of all, welcome. And for the camp, we just want to know who is Conor McGregor.
Who am I? I don't know. I am human. One minute I am something, the next minute I am another. But in my mind, I am the world champion. That's all I see right now. I am the world champion.
Now, if I'm correct, fighting is in your family history. It's in your blood.
Mm-hmm.
How has MMA shaped you to be who you are today?
MMA and mixed martial arts competition has given me a discipline, a dedication, a drive, something that I would have not had otherwise. So I am happy that I have found this sport and that the sport found me because, as you said, my family's history is bled on the battlefield. The McGregor clan, we fought invaders off of our land way back. Um, my family's motto is Surreal Moran, which means royal is in my blood. So this is something I've been studying a lot on my family's history and where my people came from, and it makes complete sense to me that I am doing what I'm doing in the manner that I am doing it, considering my family's name.
Now, I've noticed the tattoo you have on your chest. Does that have anything to do with your family and your history?
Um, well, it has. Well, the gorilla is my gym's logo. Well, the logo of my gym is a gorilla, but I wanted my own type. I didn't just want to get the original. I just wanted something to represent that, but in my own way. And I put a king's crown on him because I am the king gorilla.
So, do you terms in taking that forward and more branding yourself with a logo? You see a lot of basketball players now. Jordan, he has his own logo. Is that something that you're looking to do?
I am actually well ahead of you. Before I signed my deal with Reebok, I was with a brand which I created a logo, the Stick Man. It was the Fighting Irish Stick Man. It was like the modern day Fighting Irish logo. I have it tattooed on my body as well. It is a logo that has been highly successful in the space of 12 months. We sold over $500,000 worth of product with the logo. Many people have the logo tattooed on them. Now that I am with Reebok, we are working things out and we are getting that logo on my Reebok apparel. But I have already done that. So yeah, I will continue building it.
Now, looking at Conor McGregor past the battlefield, which I call the octagon, and more about the style, the swagger, the way you speak. You know, there's a generation of young people looking up to you right now, not just in Ireland, but in the UK. Mm-hmm. How does that make you feel about these guys looking up to you, looking up to an Irish fighter doing what he's doing?
It's definitely something you have to take a step back from. You know, not every time do I want to be a role model to anybody, but this is the way it is. Sometimes I must accept that I am a role model for people, for kids coming up, looking up. So, but still, I am only a young man. I am only in this game a few years. I just want to live my own life and not really think about things like that. I like good clothes. I like nice things. These are things that motivate me and drive me to continue.
You know, I follow you on Instagram, and recently I've just seen a photo of you with a load of cash, chucking money in the air. Is money something that motivates you? It almost comes off, it's like an addiction, sort of.
Yes, it is. There's definitely an addiction to money that I have. It's something, I am in the game for the money, for the gold and the money. I feel people who say they are not, they're lying to themselves. So I'm not going to lie to myself. I know I am here. I'm after the gold and the money. So that was $1 million in a bank vault in New York City in Queens. It was my win bonus that I received in advance.
So, Conor, you know, there's a bit of some controversy around the UFC. Recently, with the head of judo, he's come out and said that UFC fighters are lawless. And you know, what kind of comments do you have to say about that?
Everyone will have their opinion, but this is a highly regulated sport with strict medical testing. You cannot step foot inside the octagon with rigorous medical testing. There has been no serious injuries inside the octagon. So, you know, I don't pay attention to it. If I'm being brutally honest, I don't give a shit. I'm here doing me. I'm out here. I'm providing for myself, my family, and I don't care about nothing else.
So for people that don't really know about MMA or don't appreciate the sport, or for people that maybe are looking forward to getting involved in MMA, not just from a viewership level, but from a participation level, that's something you would highly encouraged, I'm guessing.
Of course, though, the martial arts way of life will give you focus. If you train for combat sport, it will give you confidence to attack any area of life, whether that be, you don't have to step foot into a gym to become world champion or to do this game, because it's not cut out for everybody, this life. Some people think they are cut out for it, but they are not cut out for it. But what training for it is, and what training for martial arts, it will allow you conquer any aspect. The business side, you could, if you step foot and you can handle yourself, it gives you confidence to go and conquer the business world, the media world, the show business, whatever you want to do with your life. Martial arts definitely will help you. As far as people looking to come in and compete, there is no better way to test your mental strength than competing in mixed martial arts. To truly find out who you are, you will know when you step foot inside the octagon. But if I was to give anybody advice in getting into the sport, definitely do it. But one warning I would give them: stay out of my division.
And that's the one you would give him. You spoke earlier about you have a list of people that have spoke your name in vain. What do you plan on doing to those people?
Since I've come into the game, people have spoke, and I've got them. One by one, I get them. I remember what people say. You don't say my name. If you speak good on me, we're cool. There's no problem. But if you speak bad on me, I'm gonna come in. I'm gonna get you, and that's it.
Now, Jose Aldo, he's been the champion for many, many years. If you beat him on July 11th, is he the person you would think to defend your title against?
Rematches is a common thing in the game if you beat the champion, but the manner that I beat him, there will be no need for a rematch. So I will beat him. I will beat him impressively. I will dominate him, and then we will move on. I will continue. I will take him off the list and continue on.
So, continue speaking about Jose Aldo, he's just come off a title fight with Chad Mendes. He's fought Chad Mendes before, and I would have thought that would have been a fight for the UFC to promote highly, even do a world tour like this. But they've gone to do it with you instead. What does that say about Conor McGregor and the appeal that you have?
Make no mistake, the only reason we are here is because of me. His last fight in Brazil, the pay-per-view numbers were shocking. He's a co-main event champion. Before me, he fought in the co-main event. The only ever time a champion in a heavier weight class has co-mained to a lower weight class was him. He co-main evented to the bantamweights. So that's the type of champion he is. He is the pound for pound co-main event champion of the world. That's what I call him. So we are here now. We are doing it big. When you sign to fight me, it's a different animal altogether. You must deal with this. This is the bubble that comes when you step in to fight me. So for me, I am used to it. But I am happy to be a part of it. I am happy to be doing this. I am happy to be changing the game. I will go in, I will win, and we will continue on this crazy journey.
And speaking about this crazy journey, how has this whole world tour been for you? Been on your mentality, been on your psyche?
I think it's been up and down. You know what I mean? It's a long road. You're in every different city. I mean, it's been a great journey. But I think it couldn't have went better for me. I started in Rio. I went to Rio prepared to fight. Make no mistake about it. I went ready to fight there and then. So I took that intensity with me from Rio throughout the whole thing. Now we're coming home. Now we're coming to Dublin. Now I'm ending it in front of my people. I'm going to present Jose, the sacrificial lamb, to my people. And then July 11th, I will kill him.
And staying on the topic of Jose Aldo and your title fight, he is obviously one of the people that have spoken your name in vain. And he even recently came out and said that he has suspected you of juicing, taking steroids. And with the UFC, there has been some high-profile athletes that have recently been caught for taking steroids, Anderson Silva to say at least. What do you say on that topic of drug take, performance-enhancing drug taking?
I am happy that we are in a new age. I am happy that these high-profile people got caught, because this is what it takes. This is what it takes for the true martial artists to shine. For these so-called pioneers of the game, people who change the shape of the game, to get caught. Because now we have, and I'm also happy we're in Vegas for this fight. There will be strict pre-fight medical testing. We will be tested 2 months, 3 months out, which is what I want. Because as far as I am aware, it seems to be Brazilian culture to take this stuff. I read an interview with his coach where he was saying the UFC must decide, where Jose's own coach was saying the UFC must decide if it's sport or spectacle. Because if if you take the steroids out, the fighters won't be as good, or it won't be. But if you leave it in, it will be the best show you've ever had. Something along that lines, and I was actually blown away reading it. Couldn't fucking believe what I was reading. So I suspect he is on something, but I mean that almost just told me that he is on something. His own coach to say things like that. That fucked my head up a little bit. So we'll see, but I'm happy we're in Vegas. I'm happy we have the stricter medical, stricter testing, and I will definitely push for it.
Earlier in a press conference, there was a question about health and safety, and looking at high-profile sports again, NFL, American football, and rugby. There's been a huge case of concussions, and of course MMA. You are constantly taking blows to the head, and we see fighters down the line have issues with their brain trauma, stuff like that. You know, what comments do you have to say about fighters knowing when to stop?
That's on the fighter. You know, we get the brain get tested before we fight every time, so you know whether you can physically do it or not. But the fighter must also be aware how many shots he's taking, how many heavy round sparring he's doing. People get wobbled, and you know they need to take that time off and let it recover, and then continue. But some people will be people. When there's money on the line, people will sacrifice their body, sacrifice their health for it. This is who it is. You cannot do nothing about it except what we are doing, which is doing the medical testing, and if it is really severe, the fighter will not compete. But people will find ways. So I don't know. All I know is I care about my safety. I care about my health and safety. So I cannot care about anyone else. You know, I'm focused on myself.
Now, if you do win the title on July 11th, you know, what does that mean for Conor McGregor? But not just Conor McGregor. What does it mean for Ireland as a whole, and what does it mean for the UK?
I mean, Europe, period. It's huge for Europe. We have recently there's a Polish champion, a female champion, the first European. So now I will be the first male. I think it's Europe's time. It will mean a lot for my country. It will mean a lot for the sport in Ireland. It will mean a lot for the sport over here in the UK. The whole of Europe will take energy from this. I feel most certainly it's Europe's time now.
And wrapping up on a final note, I know that Conor McGregor, you are a guy that likes to stay in shape. There's a lot of fighters now that will only get ready during training camp. You know, throughout the time they'll walk around at a much higher weight. Some of them may even have a big gut in them. What does Conor McGregor do to stay in shape, and why is that so important to you professionally and as a fighter?
It's a lifestyle. You've got it. You know, don't get me wrong. When the fight's a certain distance away, you can be a little bit more. You can eat a little bit more food. You know, you can be a little bit more loose. But you must stay in shape. You must continue training. You must be clean 90%. You know, way out. You must eat good meats, good quality veg. You know, if you want to have a little treat so far, that's no problem. You know, but stay in the gym, stay in shape, keep on your flexibility, keep on your balance, keep on your diet. It's a lifestyle. You either want it or you don't. There's no half-assed in this game. People who do that will eventually fall. So,
where does the Notorious come from?
The Notorious comes from the fact that I speak my mind, and I always have done. I've been known to get in trouble for it sometimes, so I am notorious for it.
And finally this time, you know, your hot property right now, box office, selling out. You have your own TV show, The Notorious, and you mentioned in a press conference you're looking to making it go worldwide. You know, what has that kind of publicity done for you? What is it like being at the top right now?
It feels good. It's good to be king. I put a lot of work into this. I was executive producer on the show. They weren't just filming me. I had a big say in what was broadcast, what way the episodes were put together. I put a lot of work into it. Now we're talking 7 figures. Now we're heading to Cannes Film Festival with it, and it's going to be sold all over the world. We already have agreed a deal with Fox. So when I do something, I do it full steam ahead. Your passion can open up avenues, can create avenues for you to go down. It's important you go down them 100%. This is something that has presented itself before me. I took it with both hands. I had full creative control on the project, and it has paid off for me. I see fighters all the time. They make these little funny videos about me and they stick them on Facebook and get 20 likes. When I make a video, I sell it to Fox and make 7 figures. That's the difference.
Conor, thanks so much for speaking with us today. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Appreciate it.